All right, it's time to cool down. Let's grab the strap and set ourselves up so that we feel like the low back is in a good position. In other words, we're not too much into purring cat and we're not too much into angry cat, but we're in that comfortable neutral spine. Also take a minute to feel left side, right side evenness. So roll around, and then when you feel that you're balanced, come to center. Now press the left foot into the mat as we bring the right knee in toward the chest. We're going to unroll the strap and place the strap just under the ball of the right foot. One end of the strap in each hand. Just bring your hands down so that you can anchor the triceps on your mat. And then tuck the elbows a little bit closer to your side body. Now we're going to extend that right leg long before launching it up toward the ceiling. Now you're going to choose whatever angle works best for this part of your body here, the hip crease. Everybody's different. So I've chosen this angle for me. Press down firmly into the mat with the left foot as we do some leg swings. So dropping the heel down toward the mat and then pulling the leg back up, and I'm reaching the toes toward the wall behind me. I'm starting out a little bit slowly, but as I get on and it gets a little bit more comfortable, I may go a little bit faster. But really, the rule is what is doing a comfortable flexing and stretching for you. There are no hard and fast rules. One more drop of the heel down toward the mat. One more reach of the leg up toward the ceiling. Now I'm going to take both ends of the strap into my right hand. Place the palm of my left hand on the floor to anchor me. Swivel the right toes out toward the right, and then drop the right leg down toward the floor any amount and bring it back up toward the midline. So I'm dropping out any amount, feeling a comfortable stretch in the inner thighs, maybe the side of the calf. Now notice my toes are active. One more drop out toward the right, and then pausing in the middle. I'm going to take both ends of the strap into my left hand, anchor myself with the right palm. Swivel the right toes toward the left side of the mat, and then go across the midline. I can choose to just go straight across and stretch the IT band, or I can mix it up, and as I go across, reach the right toes toward my left shoulder. Yogi's choice. Checking in with my low back to see that it's still comfortable. And then pressing the left foot down into the mat. I'm going to bring the right leg back up to the center. Swivel the toes. Now they're pointing toward the wall behind me. I'm going to flip the strap off and put it aside. Both palms on the floor, anchoring me as I slowly let the belly muscles and not the low back drop my extended right leg down onto the mat. Now I'm going to take a pause here and extend the left leg out. Just breathe for a moment so that I can notice the difference between the right leg, which I have stretched, and the left leg. There are a few changes, and you might feel a change or two too, or differences. Now I'm going to bend that right knee, press the right foot down, bring the left knee in toward my face, strap the bottom of the left foot, again, under the ball of the foot. Do a quick check on my low back to see that it is in a comfortable position. Press the right foot down into the mat as I string the left leg long out toward the top of the mat first before bringing that leg up toward the ceiling. And again, it's different on both sides, or either side. So I'm checking to see that this part of my hip crease area is comfortable. And I feel fully extended but not locked in the knee joint. Press the triceps into the mat. Pull the elbows a little bit closer to your side body, and we'll do leg swings here. Dropping the left heel down toward the mat any amount, and then bringing the leg up so that the toes are pointed toward the wall behind you. I'm sure you can do better than me actually keeping your hands on the strap. Don't let them come out of your hands. Beautiful. And the next time that left leg now is fully extended, both ends of the strap go into the left hand, and the right palm comes down at our side, pressing into the floor to anchor us as we swivel left toes out toward the left, and then drop that left extended leg toward the floor any amount until we feel a pleasant stretch in the inner seam of the left leg. So I'm just coming back and forth. I'm pressing into the mat with the right foot. If I feel like I'm listing over to the right or the left a little bit, I'm going to anchor the right sit bone a little more. Noticing the knee. It's my knees looking at the wall in front of me and reaching toward it. That's a good anchor. Next time this left leg is extended up and away, both ends of the strap go into the right hand. The left palm anchoring me. I'm going to swivel the left toes toward the right and just begin the process of coming across the midline and maybe reaching the left toes toward the right shoulder. Just feeling the difference in the stretch. Beautiful. Now I will turn my toes so they're looking at the wall behind me. Bring that left leg back in line with the hips. Now bend my right knee toward my chest and then slip the bottom of the right foot under the strap. So the right foot has the strap under the ball of that foot. One end of the strap in each hand. Anchoring with the triceps, the tops of the shoulders. I'm just going to slide my feet wide as my hips, maybe a little bit wider. Now my arms are extending up, so my grip has to come up. And keeping the lower part of my legs where they are, the thighs, I'm just going to bend the knees. The shins are looking at the wall behind me. The feet are really active. The toes are pulling toward the shins. It's like I'm stamping the bottom of my feet up against or on the ceiling. This is happy baby. Now loosen the grip on the strap so that you can bring the feet back together so that they are about hips distance apart. Notice my triceps, the backs of my arms came down. Now I'm going to flip the strap off, put it to the side, bend the knees first. Take a breath here. Palms on the floor to anchor me. Right foot down, keeping the right leg bent, left foot down. I'm going to scoot the heels a little bit closer to my sit bones. First, bring the thumbs so they're looking at the ceiling, and the palms are looking at the sides of my body, and scooting in the elbows so they're closer to my side body, bending both elbows, fanning the fingers wide, active fingers. Press all four corners of the feet into the mat. Pressing down, I'm going to start lifting the outer hips up, wrapping muscles around bone, letting the glutes tighten, and most of all, pulling the belly button close to the spine, activating all the belly muscles to support the spine as it extends and lifts in our bridge pose. And taking a breath here, we'll come down, upper back, middle back, low back, sacrum, tailbone. Recovery breath here, and then on the next exhale, we'll do it again. Feet pressing down, outer hips lifting up, glute muscles firing up, the quads and the hamstrings active, belly muscles pulling in and up, and then slowly and mindfully coming down one vertebra at a time. One last time. Pressing down into the feet, lifting the outer hips up into bridge, wrapping muscle around bone in the legs, glutes tight, pressing the triceps down into the mat. And then lowering slowly, upper back, middle back, low back, sacrum, tailbone. Relax the fingers into soft fists. Let's roll the wrists, shake it out. Bring the right knee in toward the chest, clasp behind the right knee, thumbs on either side of the knee. To stabilize things, we'll do a few ankle rolls. Go to the left or the right first, whichever works for you. Reverse the roll. And do some point and flex. And release the hands to the side. Let that foot come down. Keep the knee bent. Bring the left knee in toward the chest. Clasp behind that left knee. Thumbs on either side of the knee to keep things stabilized as we roll the ankle on the left side. Slowly giving yourself permission to linger where you feel there's any stickiness. Reversing the roll of that left ankle now. And then point and flex a few times. Beautiful. And release the hands to the side. Press the palms in. Take a deep, intentional breath. Windshield wiper the knees with the heels in line with the sit bone. Slow it down to stillness. Place the palms of the hands on the low belly. Kick the heels out slightly. Knock the knees together. Now you can stay here for final relaxation if this feels really yummy to you, really safe, really comfortable. If it's not calling your name for final relaxation, then try releasing the hands, turning so that the palms are looking up at the ceiling, and sliding those arms out 6 to 8 inches away from your body. You want to be able to feel that the shoulders are relaxing back into the mat. Now, I'm bringing my heels back in line with the toes first before I slide the right heel forward, slide the left heel forward, maybe windshield wiper a little bit, back and forth to loosen the ankles before letting the toes drop out. To the right, toes to the right, left toes to the left. And there's nothing to do, nowhere to go, but just breathe. Soften the face muscles. Relax the jaw. Move it from side to side. Let the lower jaw drop from the upper jaw. And begin to bring your focus inside. Let your inner gaze drift along the bridge of your nose to the tip, and allow it to drop like a stone dropping into a deep pool. Let it drop down to the center of your chest, into your heart center. breathe into that still, sacred place where the real you exists. Let everything that is touching the earth become heavy and sink into the mat, the props. The earth literally has your back. You can trust this. So we'll breathe for 1 minute in silence. Now, at the sound of my voice, come back to the room. Maybe take a deep belly breath, an intentional breath, a full breath. And release it with an audible, the sigh of release. And gently open the eyes and allow the room to come back into a soft focus. And if the knees are bent, straighten the right leg and straighten the left. And release the hands to the side body. And everybody reach the toes away from your face. Reach them toward the wall behind you. And bring the arms up and overhead. And reach the fingertips away from you toward the wall behind you for an all-over body stretch. And breathe into that length and that energy. Bend the right knee, plant the right foot onto the mat. Do the same on the left side. Bring the arms down to the side. Gently roll over to the right and make a little nest or a pillow out of the bent right arm and place the palm of the left hand just in front of your chest. And breathe into that. Press into the mat. Come up to a seated position. Bend the right knee, press the right foot onto the mat. Do the same on the left side. Now bring the right arm up and overhead. Bend the right elbow. And then roll over to the right and swing that left arm up and overhead so that you've got the left palm in front of your heart center. And make a little pillow for your head with that bent right arm. Breathe into your back body. Becoming ready to come up to a seated position. And when you're ready, pressing first down into the mat with that left hand and sort of curling yourself up, rolling up, pressing in with that right hand. And then making sure that your head's the very last thing to come up. And coming into a comfortable seated position, lifting up tall. One last time, bringing those arms out and up and overhead, palms together, drawing in toward the heart center. Taking a nice breath here, bowing chin toward chest, surrendering head to heart. The light inside of me sees the light inside of each of you. It honors the light inside of each and every one of you. Thank you for being my teacher today. Namaste, my friends. Thank you. Have a good day.